All
see
good,
you guys got everything set up, so that's perfect. All right.
sir.
So, on this call, man, don't be shy. I know that we're live on Facebook. Don't be shy about putting your questions in. I know this is the first, week of October. For me, I was waiting for the second half of October to really do a lot of trading, but there's opportunities every day in the market. To me, the trading starts, when we had a plan for the month. And so just to go over the plan for the month, most of the bullish days happen on the second half of the month. So, going into this, this is the profit call. And what I'm looking for and what I'll be going through this month is a lot of the screeners. We're starting to see things go up 100%. I anticipate getting some 100% trades throughout this month. You see that here on the first 10 days, we had some red days, take profits. We're expecting the market to move a little bit, but during the second half is, I think it's going to be the easiest trading opportunities. So I planned the things I needed to do. I'll be going into some training next week. Darrell, he'll most likely have his call on Wednesday, and I'll be looking for trades to get into. I'm holding a lot of the swings, so some of the trades that I've taken already, like IVE and Sol, I'll be holding them all month. I'm already up 100% on some of those trades. I'm just gonna let them ride. I got into Matic. I'm up about 600% or something like that. At the end of September, it was at 72, 73. I used 18x leverage. I'm up big on that trade already as well. I think I posted some of those out. I will get in some more trades. That is kind of my theme, getting into some of the longer swings, and I'll just be holding crypto with anticipation that the month, is going to be higher. I'm also doing some future trading, as a day trade, because the future markets, they're moving, they're going to move up and down, with an hour or 2 hour trend. So when I say use the, 1 or 2 hour, when the market is dropping and you go to 2 hour, you can actually see when the market starts rising again. So I think Keith had mentioned that on my Monday call, that when I say, hey, go to a 2 hour market, it is that you want to make sure that the trend is in check. And 1 hour and 2 hours will give you that. I know a lot of guys use the 5 minute to trade, but I want to look at the overall market to see, like, hey, on a 2 hour that, we're getting some upside, right? And this way I can stay in the trade a little bit longer, because we will see the market moving. We will have geopolitical news that come out. And a lot of times that news will start triggering the market maybe 30 minutes or an hour before everybody else gets it. So, them hour candlesticks give me enough time to see, hey, if the market is good or bad, what noise is coming out. You see gold is starting to rise, and historically, gold and commodities don't do really well during the October and November, but we had such a rise in the dollar. And you see the dollar had hit a high at 115 and now it's down. And so when the dollar goes down, you'll see, you see the commodities rising. I'm anticipating Bitcoin will start moving as well. Based on, the dollar's dropping, the seasonality, and you see that Bitcoin is moving up. So for me, the things I'm getting into, I'm holding that swing trades, even with leverage. I was looking for the trades earlier. So as we go through, that's kind of the temperature. That's kind of the plan. For me, I want to see everybody using the screeners, getting back into, sharing the trades, like skill. I think Barry asked me, said something about skill, and I took that trade. I'm going to start looking at more DeFi trades because we see them going up. This is the time that you make a lot of money on the DeFi trades. Yesterday it was at 276. It moved up, right? In 14 days, 100%. So we're going to start seeing that. I've seen Dogecoin and Shiba. I see all these coins starting to move. So looking at, what's trending, right? come over here, top gainers. Starting to look at, what's trending on the market. What I look for is, above average movers. I said sushi was one that, it was at 110. It's starting to move. It's a slow mover. It's going from 110 to 120, but that's a pretty big move when it comes to DeFi at such a low amount. And so what I look for is things that are trending higher on a period of time. And Numeraire, is starting to move, and I'm just tracking that. But this is one screener. The quantified crypto, the other screeners that's out there, I'm looking at the intraday trends. You can go, the trend, of course, the different hours. My computer is frozen up. Those are the trends I'll be sharing. All right. Matter of fact, show connected. All right. I'll let Darrell, do the things about the dog forms, and that's I'm a baby expert in that. I'm not the expert on those platforms. But BNB, a lot of things are moving up and it's showing trending. On our trading view, we still have our screener. So if you're not using the screener, you want to start looking at it, because a lot of things in the alligator will start moving, right? And right now there's nothing matching, I don't think, but it will. So on that note, let me turn it over to Darrell. I'm not trying to consolidate this call, but it's after the mastermind report, I normally take a break, and so we just went over it. The trading I'm looking for is really swings. So I'm in trades. I'm kind of going to hold them, and that's kind of going to be the strategy for me this month.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. All right, so I wanted to so first off, I'm gonna just give a quick update on Cody. So if you were on the call last week, we mentioned that Cody was one of the ones that we were looking for to pop to the upside. And that was simply based off the mastermind report. So as you can see again for October, Cody has made that list again. And if I go to the chart here, we called this out on the 28th, I believe, of September. Yeah, the 28th was last Wednesday, which was right around, this area. We're in the middle of this consolidation. And if you're on the call, we kind of talked about, we had a bullish bias based on our report, but also just on the 200-800 strategy that works very well with the swings. Everything was aligned there as well. We had price cross the 800, which is step one that we always talk about. We had step two, that the 200 crossed the 800. We didn't have a retest of the 800, but we did have multiple taps back to the 200. Now, with this visually on the 1 hour chart, it's very easy to see why I love the 200 EMA as far as helping me have confidence in the trend. If we just look at Cody, for example, we bounced off literally, 6 or 7 times before we had this big run up. So if you simply just, were on the call, read the mastermind report, followed along, you were in Cody around 10 cents. And actually a couple of days ago, we peaked out at about 13 cents and we're still at 12 cents. So you're looking at a 20 to 30% gain that you would have had just by following the play last week off the profit call. So I just wanted to congratulate everyone on that. I did get a couple of messages about people who actually took the trade and, pretty much are just saying, I appreciate the heads up. But, a lot of these stuff, guys, you can do for yourself. I didn't do anything fancy. I didn't do anything, super crazy. All I did was follow the mastermind report. And if I look at the mastermind report and just look at this section here, the tradable coins, every coin's not going to be set up. I'm not going to say you can go to this and every month, every coin on here is going to go up. But if you have a solid strategy and you know what you're looking for, you're going to have a high probability that these are going to play out based on your strategy. And if you're trading the 200-800, for example, there was no reason to believe that this coin wasn't going to perform the way it did. So, first off, just congratulations there for anybody that took the Cody trade. Okay. So shout out to Nick and Jamar for putting that in the report. Gotta give us flowers.